the first thing that we wanted to say for those, I don't think everybody here was at the event last night. So again, we'll just start it off by saying welcome to the 2013 Nordic Barista Cup.
Woo! Come on. All right.
This is the 10th Nordic Barista Cup. It's 10 years old. So I don't know.
It's a very, very nice age. 10-year-olds are lovely.
Yeah.
They're smart. They don't have hormones yet.
Is that 5th grade?
Yeah, something like that. They're just great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So 10-year-olds, we love them.
Yeah. So good job, NBC.
Everybody has one of these on their neck? Everybody has one of these? Do not lose this. It is the one and only you will get. You will not get another. You will be using Jay's hat as a cupping spoon.
You don't want to do that.
If you lose that. And that's a sweaty, nasty old hat.
But it's got character.
But
I mean, it's not all
cup character. We don't want that.
Okay.
So keep this. Then, everybody, take out the contents of your thing here, whatever that's called. What is that called?
Your pouch. Yeah.
Pouch.
Yeah.
I like that.
The first thing that we will go over is the card with your name on it. Not only does it have your beautiful name on it, but it also has a very important piece of information. This is your cupping table. So look around the room. You can see there's many cupping tables all over the place. They each have a number. So this is the cupping table that you will be at for the entire weekend. So please keep that in mind and make sure you're at the same table.
Absolutely.
And we're also designating a table lead.
Yes, there's a lead cupper. Actually, if the lead cuppers stand up, then you will know. Could you all stand up? The lead cuppers, stand up, make yourselves known. If you don't have one of these people at your table, then you're lost.
Yeah,
so make sure one of them is at your table.
If you get to your table and you don't have a table lead, just start yelling and flailing, and we will make sure that...
We want to make sure that there's a lead at every table.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the first piece of information. Second piece of information. Let's go through the schedules, because that's really important. Every day has its own schedule. You can have that showing at the backside, so whenever you need to know what's going on, you can turn it around and see the schedule for the day. Important. You know what's happening. All right?
And then after you know what's happening, you can turn it around again and you can see who made this possible.
Yeah.
So that's
very
really
important to know about those guys.
And then we have this the event guide for a much bigger in-depth understanding of what's happening.
This also has areas for notes. Really important. You can take notes for all of the cuppings in this guide. So this will be a nice little keepsake, in fact, at the end of this, where you will have had the opportunity to taste the coffees. Remember it later. Very important to take your notes.
And finally,
most importantly, really.
Yeah. This is the scorecard. This is your official scorecard. So please, right now or as soon as you have access to a pen, go ahead and put your name on it. In case that you misplace it, we can return it to you. So make sure your name is on this, and make sure that every time you're tasting a coffee downstairs on the brew bar, whether it's filter coffee or espresso, that you evaluate it and work your scoring system so that this is completely filled out by, when are we collecting?
That's a really good question. We will tell you that in a minute when we figure it out.
But don't rush. You don't have to have it all filled out this morning. So don't feel like you need to go drink 75 coffees right now. Yes? No. You will not fill these out. You are being evaluated. You are not evaluating teams. Really, really, really important to note that if there is a category and each of the boxes is not filled in, you will not get to have that category count. So if you want to taste only filter brews, well then just fill in filter brews. But they all have to be filled in. To be perfectly honest, the right thing to do is to evaluate every team on every style of beverage. Filter, the machine brewed coffee, the drip, and also the espresso. Make sure you taste every team, every country, It's really important that we do this, because this is how they are being judged by and large.
Right, and don't feel like you have to give a final score on the first coffee that you taste. You can work out your own system. If you want to go and taste a few different coffees and kind of come up with a score after tasting all three, then you can do that. However you feel is the best way for you to score, go ahead and do it that way.
Yep. There are other things happening here in terms of the team evaluation. Remember, this is the Nordic Barista Cup. These baristas are here. They're the national teams. There are Brazilian baristas here. We introduced them last night for those of you who didn't have a chance yesterday to meet them all. You should make sure you say hi to those folks down there. Let's give them a hand right now, because they're all back there. And here. There's one. There are 2 judges. Do we have the judges in the house? Troes, are you there? Turner, there. These people are actually making sure that things go the way they're supposed to, and also evaluating the teams. There are also 10
secret shoppers in our midst right now.
Do you know who they are?
I don't. They're secret, man. Come on, that's I know
that's
what
right.
secret means.
Trills, do you know who they are? No? Okay, good. Actually, nobody, I don't think they know who they are yet. But there are 10 secret shoppers in the audience. They will be evaluating the teams for those soft values, the customer service, the knowledgeability, that kind of stuff that really, really actually does matter. Of course, our evaluations of their actual product is what counts most. So please take this seriously. It's very important that we fill this in correctly.
And there is room on the back side of that. There's room for notes if you don't feel there's enough room on the front to score the way you'd like. You know, write down as much as possible. It's going to be difficult to try to sum up everything just by looking at the front. So take notes. It'll help you remember the good, the bad, and the even better.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk a little bit about how we work. Because that's important.
Yeah.
And what our role is. Did we introduce ourselves even?
I don't think so.
Okay.
This is David Latourelle. He's working over at Solberg and Hansen. And this is the 5th time that you've emceed?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah.
And this is Jay Lieski. He is now working at 4 Barrel in San Francisco, based up in Tacoma.
Yeah, Tacoma,
anyway,
Washington.
But an American, you know, what can you do? Anyway, the 2 of us are here actually not to entertain. We are here to make this thing work. This is a logistical experience. And when I speak, when Jay speaks, we need to be listened to. Because basically what we're doing is getting this crowd to do what it's supposed to do. There are 200 of us. That means it's hard. It means please listen.
Yeah, so just imagine us as bunny rabbits with waistcoats and pocket watches. We're going to be running around frantically making sure that this thing stays on track. There's a lot of logistic nightmares happening, and we need to make sure that everything is moving just so. So it's in your best interest to make sure that everything stays on track so that we have more time to party at the end of these days, right?
That's right. Couple of things. Normally, I'm the bad cop. Normally, Jay's the good cop, so I will get very serious. I will yell at you if you're doing the wrong thing. So take it seriously. He has candy. He's nice.
Yeah, I'm here for hugs.
Yeah.
If David is too harsh on you guys, just give me a hug.
Yeah.
We'll work it out.
We have a couple of things that we need to also point out. A lot of you didn't know it yesterday. How many of you are the first time here? Wow. Holy Moses, that's awesome. Really, really cool. When you see this, you put your finger on your nose and you shut your mouth. Okay?
That counts for right now.
That counts for right now. You do it. None of you were talking, but just get used to this feeling, because if you see somebody doing this, it means you have to put your finger on your nose and you have to close your mouth now. And what happened last night?
Well, the person who is found out to be the last one with their finger on their nose and their mouth shut has got to come up. Now we have a stage.
Now we get the stage.
You have to come up on stage and you have to dance.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be that person that has your finger on your nose.
Last.
No,
don't do it.
So
last night we picked the wrong man. He really wanted to get up on stage and dance
he
a
ripped
dirty
it up.
dance. And so, you know,
he nearly took all of his clothing off.
Well, you know, he's German. What can you do?
Yeah.
The other thing that we do, and I think this is, it's another sort of like time-saving thing. It is the Jewish wedding thing. If I'm like this at the end of it, okay, do you want to try it? That's pretty good. Should we try it one more time? Okay. Up. All right. It's really important for us to be able to move on. So
that power went right to his head. He's going to have you guys like cheering and stopping and cheering and stopping. Right. He's
it's true.
Yeah, he's a monger.
Okay. A lot of things. So Twitter, Instagram, let's make sure that people outside of this place know what's going on.
Make them really jealous. They're not here and you are. So you need to rub that in their faces by hashtag NBC 2013 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep. Everybody should be signed up at this point. If you're not signed up, that's a problem. Wireless is a problem here. You're just going to have to attach to the hotel's wireless when you can, if you can figure out a signal. There's no wireless signal in here that's going to work for 200 people. So we don't have a Wi-Fi code for you guys. That means that please sort out as best you can the wireless situation. I believe Matt Holland has free wireless, so you can run around and find that stuff.
Yeah, or you can also find a Norwegian friend that wants to give you a Wi-Fi hotspot from their phone, you know, kind of run up their bill.
I ain't giving any of that stuff out.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't.
Andreas is sitting right there. He's not going to let me do that. Okay, there are things that happen here. The NBC Bazaar, an important part of this.
So tomorrow at noon is a pretty awesome event. We're going to be auctioning off quite a bit of things that we're going to be using during this event. Some things that are put up on the auction block every year that are very, very prestigious things that you want to put on your mantle.
So wait a minute now. Let's make sure we got these two things separate, because there's the auction.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the bazaar. Now I'm talking about the bazaar.
Gotcha.
Okay. The bazaar is that place where you've got really, really important things like Tim Vendelbo books even that have been signed by Tim Vendelbo. Can you believe that? You also have, very importantly, a goat. And the goat statue. Where is he? Where's the man who won that statue? Is he in this room right now? Come on, where is he? Come on, stand up.
Wow.
Stand up. Klaus Thompson, 2006, Bern. Boy, was that a beautiful trophy. And it's really the best trophy that's ever been given at an event inside the specialty coffee industry. And you have an opportunity to buy that. Now, every year, Jens Norgard buys that dang thing. And I want us this year, even if we all just pool together and put our money in a pot, to take that goat away from Jens. So let's figure out how we can get that goat from Jens, please, this year. I always look at Andreas because that's my favorite thing to do.
There's also some other really great
Vilfa
things.
stuff, Chemex, the hand-blown Chemex.
Yeah, hand-blown Chemex.
Yep.
And all these items have been donated, so the money will go to a really good cause.
And that cause is really one of the important things that we're doing here, is we're raising money for a social cause in the host country. And it's this year a foundation in Minas Gerais that is there to help children with special needs, something really, really, really dear to my heart. So I think it's very important for us to recognize that when we go and buy a book, when we go and sign up for these things, what we're doing is we are giving money to people who really need it. Building a facility in a town in Minas Gerais for kids with special needs. So important that we understand what we're doing here. It's one of the great things about the Nordic Barista Cup is that it does have this focus on social values. And I think, for me, we have to keep that in mind as we're here at this event. So please, go to the bazaar, understand what you're doing there.
Yeah, we have the opportunity to create 2 new rooms in this facility that will be filled with a lot of tools and developmental toys that will help cognitive development for these youngsters in Brazil that need it. So it's going to be a really good cause, and it's going to be a big impact.
So I'm at the point where I need to keep going here. Administration. Is the Nordic Barista Cup administration in the house? I need to give the microphone over to Nordic Barista Cup administration. Do we see Björg? Björg?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's keep going. We'll come back. When you see Björg, then we will, she's 3 minutes late.
That is not something might be wrong.
We don't allow late. Remember that. The bad cop here. We do not allow it. So we've gone through that. Have we talked about Brazil as the focus country?
Oh, yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah.
We haven't.
No, all
Brazil
right.
is the focus country this year. Very important.
Okay, but yeah.
Brazil. All of the coffees have been sponsored by the Brazilian Specialty Coffee Association. So all of the coffees that you have downstairs arrived at Solberg & Hansen's roastery a couple of weeks ago. We cupped through them. We've chosen what goes on the filter, what goes on the espresso, roasted it, put it downstairs, and these teams now are brewing really beautiful Brazilian coffees. I think we have the names right here.
Yeah, so we have 2 filter coffees and 2 espressos that the teams have, and they can serve those however, whenever they want. So don't think that the teams are all serving the same coffee at any given time. They can choose to brew coffee whenever they'd like. But the 2 filter coffees that we have Café Brana from Matas de Minas, and it's a Catuai processed in the pulp natural form.
And then we have Fazenda Recreio, also a filter, and it's from Mogiana, and it's a yellow Bourbon, and it's also pulp natural. So those 2 filter coffees, clean as a whistle. Let's see how the teams do on brewing. Score them. Very important.
The 2 espressos we have, starting with the Fazenda Paseo. This is from Sul de Minas. It's a Bourbon, and it is also a pulp natural.
And then we also have from Café Bourbon from the Mogiana region, Yellow Catuai. It's a full natural, very clean full natural. Interesting coffees. Make sure that you taste them all. Interestingly, of course, you have 1 vote. So give both espressos a try. Give both filter coffees a try. Maybe the team's doing better with one or the other. You know, depending. Maybe you have an allegiance to a team. Maybe, like some people, you live in Norway. And you might have sort of, something about the Norwegian team. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but...
what are you implying here?
I'm not implying anything.
Okay.
I'm going to judge on the cup. And we should do that, to be perfectly honest. Judge on the cup character. Don't judge on your team spirit.
Or pretty smiles?
No, that...
Or handsome biceps?
Yeah, you could not. Okay, let's keep going. Nordic roaster competition.
Yes. So let's talk about the 10 competing roasters.
Oh wait, look, she showed up. It was at 9 o'clock. She was supposed to be here, and we were supposed to hand the phone off to the Nordic Barista Cup. But Björk, do you want to come and talk? It was in yellow with underlines and red. Okay, there we are then. We're keeping going.
Everybody turn and look at Björk.
Please, Björk. Big hand for Björk Brandt. Woo! You've got to remember that this thing does not happen at all without Björk Brandt, Jens Nørgaard, the Nordic Barista Cup administration. They are amazing. They are the circus managers. They are the people who get things to happen here. And so always thank them. Every time you see, like, thank you, Björk. Thank you for making this thing happen.
Thanks for 10 years.
Yeah, thanks for 10 years. Thanks for not showing up on time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Nordic Roaster competition.
Yeah.
2 elements to the Nordic Roaster competition, a filter competition and an espresso competition. The espresso competition is broken into 3 parts, actually. There will be a semifinal today with 5 roasteries, and a semifinal tomorrow with 5 roasteries, and then on Saturday, the final for the Nordic Roaster espresso competition will happen, where the top 5 teams will compete again. You will vote with a tag that you will receive, and you will put on the score for each competition the one coffee that was your favorite on one side, and on the other side you will put notes about why you liked it best. You will put it in a box at that time. I'm going to go through all this again, but I just want you to make sure you know during these competitions you're voting for your favorite coffee, the one coffee. The Nordic Roaster filter competition will have 10 cups on a tray. We'll taste through 10 coffees. You will choose the one you like best, and you'll put it in a box. There will be a winner for the Nordic Roaster espresso competition. There will be a winner for the Nordic Roaster filter competition, and then there will be an overall winner. The last couple of years.
Oh, just go ahead and
go
say it.
ahead. Yeah. Solberg and Hansen, my friends. You know, we'll see. I'm excited. It's a really diverse field this year. We have 3 from Norway. How many from Sweden? How many from Denmark? How many from Finland?
Well.
How many from Iceland?
None.
And then we've got from Japan, we've got from Korea, we've got from, I mean, it's fantastic. Czech Republic.
It's a pretty great lineup, absolutely.
Germany.
We have 5 Elephant from Germany, Double B Coffee and Tea from Russia, Tim Wendelboe from right down the road. I could probably throw a rock through the window from here.
I think you could.
I got a pretty good arm.
You do. You could do it. Biceps.
Fika Fika from Taiwan, Solberg and Hansen from Norway, Amor Perfecto in Colombia, Double Shot in Czech Republic, Manly Coffee in Japan, Temperato in Norway, and Social Coffee in Canada.
All right. So, fantastic. Let's keep going. We've done that. We've done that. We've done that. How are we doing on time? Where are we?
We're probably pushing limits
Cupping
right
tab.
now.
We got to go. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Buses. So remember, there's some house rules. Your mother isn't here. Is your mother here? Does anybody
raise your
have
hand if your mom's here.
Does somebody have their mother here?
Anybody?
Nobody has their mother
Okay, that
here.
means that you're all responsible for cleaning up after yourselves. This is very important.
We know you're still children. I'm a child at heart, but we're cleaning up after ourselves now. We are not waiting for somebody else to do the job.
We have a handful of some really amazing volunteers here, but there's no way that they can keep up with the messes that we are all about to make.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what we should do, actually? We should make sure that we give a hand to the volunteers, because they're awesome. They're making this happen. Hand for the volunteers, people. When we walked into this space yesterday at 10 o'clock, something like that, it was an empty shell. Nothing was done. None of the equipment was up downstairs. None of the equipment was in the back. None of this was here. So they have been working incredibly hard to get ready for this.
and they will continue to.
It's one of the hardest jobs in coffee, actually, volunteering for the Nordic Barista Cup. At 4:30 this afternoon, after the event, we're all going to walk over and have champagne and snacks at Mathallen. At 5:30 then, we will be going up and out and up the stairs that are right beside us right here, and up to the buses to get on the buses to go to our social event this evening.
That's where the buses will pick us up and drop us off throughout the weekend when we depart and come back. I'm guessing right in front of the...
Right in front of the Scandic, right there.
Right in front of the Scandic Vulcan Hotel.
Yep.
So that's where the buses will be. Make your way up there because the buses cannot wait.
No, they don't wait.
We'll be leaving today promptly at 5:30.
Where are we going? We're going to the Brazilian ambassador's residence.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty amazing to have, the representative of Brazil in Norway host this event at their house. Pretty excited about that. After dinner, we will be getting back on the buses. We will have 2 stops on the way home. The first stop will be at Fulun, which is the bird. I think they're having their 50th anniversary this week. They've been around for 50 years. It's one of the coolest bars in the world. It is a coffee bar by day, a cocktail bar by night, styled out in beautiful mid-century modern furniture. It's a nice stop. We'll stop for a drink, one drink, and then we will go home and go to sleep because we are very good Nordic Barista Cup attendees. Does everybody understand that?
Does anybody disagree? No? Okay.
Mia, watch it. And then the other stop will be here, back at the hotel. So that's the plan for the day.